No one who wore our country's uniform should have to live in the streets or in a shelter.
Locally here in Louisville, it was 2014 when Mayor Greg Fisher signed on to the Mayor's Challenge to end veteran homelessness in Louisville.
We're committed to working together to eliminate that homelessness in our community.
And that's really where we kind of start to see that shift change in Louisville. Everybody facing the crisis of homelessness have their own challenges and obstacles, but when you look at the population of veterans, they're more likely to have compounding vulnerabilities, especially in being on the street. The effects of PTSD, the effects of substance abuse and alcohol abuse, the lack of family and social support, and then we really compound that with employment obstacles. Here in Kentucky, our minimum wage is $7.25. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment being $6.37 here in Louisville. They would have to work up to 80 hours at a minimum wage job per week in order to afford rent. So when you talk about the barriers, it's really those two big aspects. And that's not just for veterans, that's just anybody facing homelessness.
They'll call you.
Luckily, within Louisville, we've been able to identify every homeless veteran that enters into the system, and we do that by name. Regardless of how they're entering in, we do track that information. The benefit to that is we can engage with that veteran and refer them into a housing program quickly. 3 different programs that helped out with housing. You had HUD-VASH, which is through the VA. It's more permanent supportive housing. This program, SSVF, which is more rapid rehousing, which was a VA grant administered through Volunteers of America Mid-States. And then you have HVRP, and HVRP really focuses on the employment piece. 2014 to 2015, we were able to place around 350, 400 veterans in housing within that year. Currently, we've housed up to 1,100 veterans. Definitely an ongoing effort. Still got progress to make and still got to maintain the efforts that we put into place. We're seeing less number of veterans entering into the homeless system per month, which is exactly where we want to be.
If you're a veteran family in need of services, call the Volunteers of America at 384-0989.